Yo, what's going down, Fraggle Rock? Hope you are doing well. And I know nobody knows what Fraggle Rock is, but that is okay. But yeah, today we are going to take a look at this guy. It's Mr. Tarn, upgraded with Shockwave and two Brunts. And we're going to go over the transformation, the inspiration, the fan moding, the everything, and yammer and a yammer and a chit and a chat. And that's what this video is going to be about. And now that I've put that out there, let's just kind of talk. First of all, he's gorgeous, isn't he? Just all this like regal purple and gold that he has on him. Like, this is just such a beautiful build, and I'm so enamored with it. And what's really funny is that after I built this, I told my wife, I was like, yo, I think I need to go record this right now. And she's like, it's like 10 at night, right? And I'm like, yeah, but I feel like I need to record this. And she's like, why do you need to record this? I was like, well, if I don't put it out, somebody might scoop me tomorrow and somebody might produce this build as well. And she looked at me and she says, my guy, no one is making these things at home. She's like, no one is like you. No one has these parts and are doing exactly what you are doing tonight to scoop you on this tomorrow. This is not like some juicy news beat that people are trying to like find. These are custom transformers, custom fan modes. And she's like, no one's doing this. Just relax. And I was like, but I was like, well, tomorrow then. She's like, sure, do your thing. And so tomorrow is here, and here I am with this build. So it's a little bit of a backstory. And it's not just this build, actually. Anytime I do anything, I'm just like, oh, I think somebody made this. Oh, I was like, I got to put it out tomorrow. Like, I want to be the first one to break it to the fandom, like, but in reality, first of all, not many people are doing what I'm doing. Not many people do it every night. And what are the chances that somebody's going to make the exact same thing that I'm making, right? What are the odds? But nonetheless. Anyway, let's talk about this guy really, really quick. And there is one more thing that I wanted to mention to y'all. And we could still talk about him. To just talk about him a little bit. The purple, the grays, the gold. Man, is this just not like a perfect fit for Brunt and Shockwave, right? I mean, seriously, right? This is a purple power gang, dude, and this is like, man, worked out really, really well. Got this cool backpack over here that, I thought I had cinched these clothes in the bottom, but apparently it does not. This bit over here was actually taken and recycled from the what is it? The fast track? Oh, no, not fast track. Astro Train locomotive mode. And I remember, I think it was Timbo who had been talking about like, oh man, there's an underused and underrated little like Brunt piece over there as the steam part of the locomotive. I think it was Timbo, and if it wasn't, sorry if I miscredited. But anyway, I actually like this piece a lot too, and so I was like, maybe I could do something with this in the future. And the future is now. The future is now. And so we use that as the back bit to plug all of this into Tarn, and then you have all this stuff that's resting on top of the Shockwave armor. Yeah. And 100% of the parts are used, and it's just a really, really nice build. But before I forget, I just wanted to say, so you guys, I've mentioned before on this channel, and if you watch this stuff regularly, I'm a pretty anxious person, right? But I'm at the same time, I'm like incredibly competitive, and these two are not a good mashup. In terms of like competing, really, I'm competing with myself. And of course, there are some great bot benders who I look up to, and I'm like, man, I want to be able to sit at the table with those guys. But largely it's just kind of with myself, right? And so, give me one second. Yeah, sorry about that. Like I was saying, it's like, I'm kind of just like competing against myself, and I always have standards. I have very, very high standards actually. And sometimes this is kind of weird. Like, I'll build something really cool, then the next build I will get frustrated because I'm like, oh, I'm never going to be able to beat that one because that one was just really, really cool. And I'm like, oh, that was it. That was like, that was the magnum opus, so to speak, my life's work. Why should I build any more stuff? And I don't know. This is weird stuff, but there's this guy that I follow online by the name of Atomic Goofball. He's an incredible b-boy, like breakdancer and stuff. And dude, he's so inspiring. One of the quotes that he has is, He says, I may not be the best at what I do, but I enjoy doing it or something. I think I butchered it a little bit. But the B-boy, the breakdancing scene is incredibly competitive. And you get your W's, but you also get your L's as well. And yeah, everybody has all this braggadocio and everybody wants to be first and stuff. And there's a lot of testosterone up in the game. But he basically said that, yeah, I am competitive, and I may not be the best, but that doesn't stop me basically from doing what I'm going to do, because I just have fun doing it. And you don't know how much that resonated with me deep inside, because I'm always like striving for some, I don't know, unrealistic level, or a form of perfection, so to speak. And just to hear him, like one of my kind of like idols and folks who I look up to be like, yeah, man, it's like, I may not be the best, but I just do this to have fun, just to have fun. It was such a sobering, remindful moment, just to be like, yeah, man, just have fun, just have fun. Because every now and then I'll get people who message me and will be like, oh, I saw that you made something really, really cool, but I think mine's better. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally, man. Like, awesome. Yeah, yours is better. Whether it is or not is not really important, and it's really just a matter of taste. But I kind of used to be like that too. I used to get caught up on stuff all the time, like thinking, am I better than this person? Am I worse than this person? Where do I stand in the pantheon of whatever you're comparing? But yeah, over time I found out that just was not fun for me. Yeah, I just like cooking. I just like cooking. Yeah, I didn't want to really compete other than myself. But yeah, and another thing that Atomic Goofball said, he talked about music, and he said he's a slave to music, and he says that he's a puppet, and that when he hears music, that he's basically possessed and just wants to tell a story. Oddly enough, that's how I feel about fan moding too. That, and my bad, it's like 6-7 minutes already. I haven't even gone into this. I don't know, just in a bit of a mood, but if you're watching this far into the video, I think you're one of the folks who are down to just kind of kick it and talk and to just listen and whatever. So, sorry, but not sorry at the same time. But that's how I kind of feel like about bot bending. It's like you get a bunch of ingredients, and sometimes my hands will just dance. My hands will just get animated. They'll be infused. They'll be possessed by the moment, the spirit, the whatever. And I'm just pumping stuff out, just like manically obsessed by the spirit, the anima that is infused in all toys and stuff. And so, yeah. A lot of stuff that guy says basically rings true to me. And I don't know, maybe some of that is helpful for you. Maybe it is not. But either way, this guy is really easy to make, so we're not going to need a ton of time to go over this, okay? So I'm just going to do it right now. This is one Brunt arm, and it is plugged in to his forearm. Same goes over here. This is the super cannon, and it's made using the back part of Brunt, then both calves combined together, and that's just plugged into the side right there. And over here, we have the other completing arm. Easy, right? This is just his thighs, and there's a waist connector right there, and that's being plugged in right into that side of the leg. And these thighs, one you bring up, one you bring down, they're not connected into anything. It's just this right over here. Same thing on this side. It's just this one connection over here. And yeah, sorry, work homie. I just waved at him right now. Okay, so it's really easy. On the bottom, we have Shockwave's feet, right? Yeah, with the barrel parts in the back. The orientation of the port makes it so that it's just a little bit better that way. Oh, and on the sides, we also have Tarn's guns, okay? So this back part, before I remove it, basically the centerpiece is this. It's the Brunt body, right? And then you have the back part of Brunt's gun attached to the waist area, and that's plugged into the Shockwave armor. And then adorning that are the other bits of the Shockwave part, and then, I'm just gonna pop it off. Oops. Oh, there is one thing I will say about this part. This hole right over here is pretty shallow. So while it does stay in there, because it's so shallow, there's a tendency for it to like pop off. Just giving you a heads up, okay? Yeah. So it's good to have it kind of rest over here as well, but yeah, just be mindful of that. All right, oop, little piece of paper. So you can see, this is the Brunt body, right? We have the Brunt body, the back of Brunt's gun, the top of Brunt's gun, and that is plugged into the other back of Brunt's gun. This is Tarn's accessory piece for his cannons. Then we have the other Brunt body here, pistola. So again, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And then you have the 2 shockwave arms over here plugging in. And does this really? I swear this connected the first time that I did it, but whatever, baby. And then you just get that one, not this, but that peg, and you plug it into the top. Yeah, and what's really cool too is these little cannons, you can see they stay within the boundaries of that armor, so it just kind of feels like it's meant to be. That's really fun. That's really fun. But anyway, I'm not going to put this guy together. I'm actually going to take him apart. Yeah, he's been like this since last night. But yeah. Sorry and not sorry about just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of went off in the middle of the video. Yeah, that stuff is near and dear to me, and I had planned to talk about it a little bit, but I didn't expect to get so deep on it, you know what I mean? But anyway, like I said before, if you're watching to this point in the video, you're probably pretty kosher with that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, I value these times that we have together. And even though it is asynchronous, in that obviously when I'm recording this, you're not watching it in real time, even though it is asynchronous, I definitely feel a connection with y'all. And, I find solace in that, we're all just a bunch of geeks, enjoying the fandom, hurling through space-time on this like crazy rock that's floating around a giant nuclear factory, the sun. And yeah. It's nice to have a community. It's good not to be alone. I think that's a good place to stop right now. Y'all have fun out there. Eat some good food. Talk to some good folks. Feel loved. Feel appreciated and embraced. And let's rap again another time, all right? Bye-bye, kids. Bye-bye.